friends, today I'm going to read a fairy tale, Peter Pan. This is a very special book because some of the characters and objects in the story have been picturized. Long, long ago, there lived Mr. and Mrs. Darling with their 3 children named Wendy, John, and Michael. They even have a dog called Nana. One evening, the couple went to a party and left the children at home. Wendy, the elder daughter, put the young brothers in bed and started telling them a story. Suddenly, all of them were surprised to see a boy dressed in green clothes jump in through the window. He was followed by a tiny fairy. Nana growled at them. I am Peter Pan, and this is Tinkerbell, the fairy. We live in Neverland and have come here to listen to your stories, the boy said. The children were happy to see Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Why don't you all visit Neverland? You can meet many children there. They want to listen to Wendy's stories. Peter Pan invited the children and they all happily land safely. One day, while the children were playing in a place called Mermaid's Rock, Captain Hook and his men attacked them and made them their prisoners. Tinkerbell managed to escape by flying away. Tinkerbell found Peter Pan and told him what had happened to his friends. Immediately, Peter Pan hurried to the Indian camp. The Indian chief accused Peter Pan of kidnapping Tiger Lily, the Indian princess. This was not true, and Peter Pan thought that it was really Captain Hook who had kidnapped Tiger Lily. He felt that the Indian chief would join him in fighting Captain Hook if he saved the princess. Captain Hook had taken Tiger Lily to the bottom of the mountain and had tied her to a rock in the sea. Peter Pan saw her from the top of the mountain and shouted to the Indian chief to tell him what was happening. Suddenly, Peter Pan jumped towards Captain Hook, caught the princess in his arms, and with the help of his good friends, the dolphins and seagulls, threw the cruel Captain Hook into the sea. On seeing this, the Indian chief ran to thank Peter Pan, assuring him that he would never forget what he had done for his daughter. Tiger Lily's mother was overjoyed to see the princess, but the poor children were still prisoners and were now really frightened. However, the Indian chief made them free. Peter Pan stayed there till late night, but Wendy and her brothers left the camp. Wendy assured her brothers that they were safe now. Hardly had the children reached back home. The door was forcibly opened by Captain Hook and the other pirates with a cruel laugh. Captain Hook ordered his men to capture the boys and Wendy. The pirates tied them with a thick rope and then took them to their ship as prisoners. Tinkerbell, who had witnessed the whole event, rushed to Peter Pan and told him everything and asked him to hurry to Captain Hook's ship and free the children. Peter Pan and Tinkerbell rushed to the ship and quietly entered the cabin. Just as one of the pirates was about to push Wendy into the sea, Peter Pan appeared like magic, swinging from a rope, and knocked the pirate down. Peter Pan had come to the rescue just in time. The Indian thief also reached the ship to help the children. Peter Pan told him to fight Captain Hook and the other pirates. Peter Pan and his army of lots of boys fought strongly with Captain Hook and the other pirates. The pirates were not prepared for this sudden fight. Soon, Peter Pan proved stronger than Captain Hook. Finally, Peter Pan, with the help of the Indian chief, pushed Captain Hook and the other pirates in the sea, where the crocodile was waiting impatiently with its huge sharp teeth open. Peter Pan and his army had won the battle. The boys cheered loudly at their success. As the pirates disappeared in the distance, Peter Pan decided that it was time for Wendy and her brothers to return home. Tinkerbell sprinkled her magic dust all over the pirate ship, and it started flying in the air. They reached back home. The window was still open. Everyone entered through the window. Wendy, John, and Michael were very tired after a long, exciting night. It was time to return to Neverland for Peter Pan and Tinkerbell too. But the children were sad. They wanted Peter Pan to stay with them. "We will miss you, Peter Pan," they said in a low voice. The end.